First things first, I'ma say.
Oh boy, what a great idea, streamers. Let's make this show even more entertaining by having an ASCII symphony about infinite loops and existential dread played by my toaster. I'm pretty sure it was the toaster that composed this masterpiece, but who knows? Maybe it was just the motherboard's way of telling us to reboot. Anyway, my trusty toaster is going to perform for us now.
I suppose an ASCII symphony about infinite loops and existential dread is exactly what our show needs: more chaos and confusion. Can't wait to see how this turns out.
Huh? You think that's a bad start, huh? I've got a whole album of toaster sonatas just waiting to be played for our adoring audience.
I think everything is working. Yeah, it is. Great. Welcome on in, everyone. I'm Professor here, your game dev mate of the chaos in the lab. Sorry, I keep forgetting what my current lore is. Don't mind me. I kind of made up the lore yesterday, so still trying to memorize everything. I'm a bit sleepy and got to work in the morning, so I won't be staying for long. Okay, no worries, Tibbs. Take your time, do your thing, don't worry. I'm just gonna be messing around with the TTS bot, so that's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna make it to use Tulip's voice while I set up something like a Brian, per se. Yeah, should be something feasible to do. Right now, how it works is basically it's just a console application. If I show you here, okay, yeah. and you're already testing it out. Uh, the TTS redeem isn't working. The text, as I said, I'm trying to make it. It's not made yet. Only thing it does is get what you send in the TTS and then shows it to me. It's just that. For that, you can use the old TTS that's still enabled. I have that option just for me to test. Do you like parodies? I do. Why? Do tell, Mr. Tips. But yeah, right now it's already communicating with the Twitch API. I kind of need to isolate this a bit. Because, yeah, it's kind of... Okay, that's a new one. I didn't heard about that one yet. 10 out of 10 attempt, Mr. Tibbs. I applaud that. For God's sake. Do I need to do like Bibu does and basically have to always keep an eye on chat and yeah, try to avoid those ones or just say these nuts? For God's sake. I need to see if Bibu can teach me how to basically teach me the ways of the defense against these nuts. Yeah, for God's sake. But yeah, I kind of need to organize my code a lot because this is a mess. But that would be for another time. I first need to start building a queue system or something like that. Where I can basically say, let me see, C++, queue. It's a thing. C++ has a queue by default? Oh, well, then that's good. I didn't know that. Okay, let's include the queue. Didn't mean to go to that window, I meant this one. So it's just type queue. Okay. Well, I be damned. I mean, you fell for the Imagine Dragons one. You're a lost cause. Yada yada does. Also, I'm gonna try to learn Japanese eventually. I've been watching a lot of Hololive. I forget.
Imagine Dragons D's nuts across your face.
It's Imagine Dragon these nuts. Not dragons, these nuts. What are we? Hey. Can it? But yeah, I've been watching a lot of Hololive, and it kind of gets a bit complicated to watch live a Japanese stream because I don't understand much of it. Like, Fuamoko did a short in Japanese, and I was like, I kind of know what they are saying, but at the same time, I have no clue what this specific word means. Surprisingly, I don't watch big VTubers. Fair enough. And that's how it should stay. Wait, does that mean if I make it big, you'll stop watching me? Tips. Fuck. Then I can't make it bigger, can I? For God's sake. But yeah, essentially, either via Duolingo or something like that, I'm gonna try to learn listening and talking in Japanese. The whole writing and reading, yeah, that's a no for me. If we make it big, it will have to start being. I'll think about it. Because right now I make almost €0 with Twitch. And YouTube, we don't even talk about it. Because YouTube, I'm far away from making money on it. So yeah. You're gonna have to wait on that one, but be careful, I can always remove myself as moderator and I can re-add you. Your point being, Uh, yeah, but yeah, that's basically been my week. I also have been upgrading the thumbnails and everything like that for the channel. Let me see. So, besides having a new channel intro, I now have new thumbnails. Oh, for God's sake, I didn't mean to open the stream. My bad. I need to make Tetris. And I kind of need help with that one, don't I? But yeah, essentially now I have these thumbnails. They're not the best work, but they're better than before. Only time will basically improve my skill at making thumbnails. The video editing part is also improving slightly. Not tonight, because fuck the dentist. Yeah, try to rest, because yeah, that's not good, buddy. Holy. I remember when I broke my tooth. Surprisingly, it didn't hurt to have the broken tooth. It hurt more the whole them trying to fix the tooth and then putting the plaster. I think that's the material. Yeah, was a lot of pressure on my jaw, and yeah, I kind of didn't feel my jaw for a good time. But yeah, I have bad experiences with dentists. You know how we have the wisdom teeth? My upper ones weren't painful at all. Like, they were removed quite easily. The bottom ones, I can say the same. Essentially, they had to cut my gums, and one of them, they even had to cut the bone because it was so ingrained in the bone itself. Yeah, they had to cut it in order to extract the tooth because it was getting in the position where it starts to go in an angle and starts to dig into the tooth that's basically to the side of it. And yeah, that's not good. So yeah, I had to remove all 4 of them. So I no longer have any wisdom. Correction, I had Thai. Not sure if Thai is part of. Um, I can neither confirm nor deny. Because yeah, China and its provinces and things like those are a bit. How should I say it? Yeah. Oh, speaking of China, Bilibili is now international. Or is aiming to be international. Yeah, I already have an account there. It was tremendously painful to make it. Huh? Nani the fuck? But yeah, it was tremendously painful to make a Bilibili account because the whole fucking site is still in Chinese. I don't care about the swear jar anymore. You know how difficult it is to be more than a year without swearing on stream? It gets complicated. Yeah, it gets complicated to go long periods of time without swearing on stream. So yeah, we're all adults here, so yeah, let's swear the fuck out of it. Fuckity fuck. For God's sake, Dibs. But yeah, that's basically been my week. Trying to improve my content, trying to record new videos, trying to manage socials, things like those.
Pussy bitchastic balls cock.
I'm impressed none of those words got caught by the filter. I'm really impressed. How far can you go with it? Can you say like fuck with the TTS? Huh. I guess we never tested it out, did we? I'm not typing slurs. I'm not saying slurs, I mean the bigger like swear words. Because like those are a bit mild compared to fuck shit, things like those. Although kind of cock and dick kind of get cut by some filters, but sure. But yeah, I'll leave the filtered speech to these two over here.
Fuck me in the asshole, you whore.
Huh. Well, I'd be damned. Doesn't have a filter. Does that mean... Now I wonder, what sort of filter does it have? Download. And you just remembered, I need to include a fucking filter in the TTS bot. If I don't do it, yeah, things can get dire. Let me see, sound alerts. Streamer dashboard. Honestly, I'm more surprised with horror than the other. Fair. Honestly, I'm surprised that any of those got passed. Like, holy. Twitch. Yes. I've read and understood everything, yes. Where is it? Is it my alerts? Other alerts? No. Extensions. Text-to-speech button. Yada. Global alert settings. That's not it. I know there's some customizable voiceovers that read out your alert details. That's not it. Is it chatbot? No. Although the chatbot is enabled here. It's not the library. I don't remember where I configured that. Oh, here it is. Manually approved video share alerts, manually approved text-to-speech alerts, enable to approve alerts in the activity feed before they appear, profanity filter. Supposedly it's in strong. How the fuck did those words get passed? Is it because you are a moderator and it kind of ignores the filter? Let me see, set the intensity of Twitch also uses a profanity filter for all other alert types called automod that removes insulting words. Nope, that's not it. I honestly don't know. Okay, can assign managers. Have something called a clip central. Okay. I didn't know about this. Okay. But yeah, where was I? I was doing this, right? For God's sake, does the W3 schools have like dark mode, please? I'm guessing not. Oh, here it is. That's better. Holy. Maybe it filters through the auto mod, so if it is turned on, if it doesn't work, maybe. I'm afraid of trolls coming in and putting source through TTS. That might not happen because of automod. Because yeah, if you try to redeem something with the slur, it doesn't even let you redeem. I generally get the stream banned. I don't want to test it out, but I'm gonna trust automod for now. But yeah, when I implement my own TTS, yeah, I'm gonna put a heavy filter on it, just in case, because you never know. Where was I? Okay. I need to create a queue. We will cross that bridge if we ever get there, basically. So this is a configuration. In here, I can declare something like a queue. Do you not have... Okay, let's make a queue of string. Call it a queue. Okay, it might not work because it's not in the correct place. But it should. This is the whole main class, so let me put somewhere else here. Or is it capitalized? Huh? Change signature. I need to fuck. Let me see. So we include a Q. The Q is a Q keyword. It should hypothetically be working. Only thing here is this needs to be std and string. Q is not a template. Then what the fuck is it? Huh. Okay. This gets interesting. Do I need to? No. I don't need to create the queue itself, so I'll try and head to sleep now. Okay. Don't worry, Tibbs. Sleep well. Hope your tooth gets better. Let me just also close some windows that I have here open unnecessarily. Okay. Seems fine. Okay, we are good to continue. Now, let me see why I'm having issues with this. Do I need to include some library in VC package? I shouldn't, right? Let me first build. See if it fixes itself. Okay, I'm not seeing things right. Let me see somewhere. Yeah. What's with the programming websites and being light by default? Golly, that hurts. Okay. So, do I have to create it inside? Oh, I'm using the namespace, right? I am not. The namespace std. So if I do that, does the queue thing? Okay, it does work now. So with that, I no longer need std in front of everything, right? That's correct. Okay. Learning new stuff every day. But yeah, I didn't know about any of this in C++, so yeah, still learning the ropes with it. So now if I were to create a new class, let's just say I'm gonna put the config in its own thing. So I'm gonna say config.cpp, and you are going there, just so the code is a bit more organized. Include config.cpp. Does that not work? Does it need to be an H? Identifier configure is undefined. Does it need to be a double struct for it to detect properly? Does it need to be a header instead of CPP? Still not it. Okay. Give me a second. And let me copy over this. Using the namespace. Okay, I'm missing something, aren't I? Why are you? Um, let's press create class object. Class is an object. Class, my class. Oh, it's the other way around. It's not public here. And let's say class, and let's say this is all public. Okay, if I do that, do you start working now? Include config.cpp. Cannot open source file. Huh? Does it need to be like this? Okay, you are confusing me then. Okay, create an object. Create class in a separate file. Can I not organize classes by file? Is that not a thing? Using namespace pragma once. Class by class, void function, private. So you really do need to be in header file. And pragma once. I don't know what that does, but sure. Include. Do I have config dot? Where are you pointing to? Do I need to do something like this? C. Okay, where are you folder wise? Right, there was a folder there. What in guts for sickening is this? Second file H. Okay, you just need like so. Config.h. Okay, that did it. Huh. Alright, alright. I can maybe send this to its own method inside of this. Like config load config, then you have all of this. And I can copy over. Do you have CPR as well? You don't. Okay. Need to copy over this one. And IO string. Because I'm messing with files. Okay, then EU. Gonna be like that, and copy here. Does this work? Expression must have class type, but it has type config. Okay, can I just save it like so? Okay, something like so. And then I can just say, instead of having this, we're gonna have, we just align all of these. Okay, replace this with semicolons. Okay. Organize this a bit more. Client ID equals this. Client secret. Access token. open. Broadcaster and TTS reward ID. Let me bring the mic a bit closer. Okay, now you guys should hear me a bit better. Sorry about that. Okay, so if I do this, this can be just a void. And can I make a constructor? Let me see, class constructor. How do you do constructors? Okay, it's the same way as in C#. Right. Then I'm gonna say string pass. Hello. Oh, there you go. Okay, and you have config like so. Does it need to have anything else? No, right? Okay, string and pass. Pass to config, just so it doesn't like mess up. Okay, we have the constructor. We have the load config method. I'm gonna say as soon as you initialize, you're gonna load the config. Gonna remove this and this. Okay, and we have something. So now from the path we define in the constructor, it should essentially load the config automatically, or try to. So now in here, all I need to do is in here say this is underscore config, save config. I removed the too few arguments. Did it not build yet? Oh well, let's see, so where do I create the new config? Oh, bingo. So I'm just gonna say equals config like so. And this creates a new config, correct? I don't need the new argument. Or what's it called, operator. Okay, let's try. Too few arguments in function call, JSON required identifier. Oh, that makes sense. The JSON thing is here. Let me declare it in both sides. So, if I think for the Twitch, I'm also using this. So I don't want to mess anything up for now. Yeah, it should now be working. Config, no appropriate default constructor available. Oh, that explains it. I need to make an empty constructor. This basically says pass, or can I initialize like this? Config where config.txt. It allows me. Will that work? Okay, we have something. Runtime error at memory allocation. Oh, the file is not config.txt. But why? Show call stack. Copy the details. File. You have the file. Is it having issues? or something. You go in here and basically say this equals this. Am I defining it correctly? Oh, because it's config.json, not config.text. Wait, let's stretch that. In case it's an empty constructor, do nothing, because I'm gonna create it eventually. Yeah, now it works. Refresh the token, alright. So now if I go into my Twitch, give me a second, because I basically have a lot of things in front of it, so, okay, test. Will this work now? Yeah, it did. Great. Okay. So we can advance to other things. Can maybe try to organize my classes a bit more, now that I know how to do this. So it's just to initialize the config. And everything in here, it's to generate the token and everything like that. I can pass this into something else. Does C++ have inheritance? It does. Okay, great. Okay, I can do it like this. That's great. So I'm gonna make a new header file that's gonna be web client.h. Let me just organize my stuff. Models. This goes in here. Services. And this goes in here. Okay, you models-config.h. And then this one will be a bit different. Hey, this will come on in. Oh, I just remembered. I'm not listening to music. Let me see. Yeah, it's muted so I can listen to some music and you guys won't listen to it at all. Yeah. Okay, just checking if it's not basically going through my headphones. Right, we are good to go. Let me see. So, web client. Let me start by declaring that this is going to be a class of type web client. It's going to be our base. And from here, I'm gonna copy CPR. Okay. I finished watching the Amazing Digital Circus. I saw your message, yeah. Let me see. Do you create... wait, so main, this and this pinned. Do you constantly create a new client? Or how does that work? I just keep your header separate. Okay, so I can basically say can expect the Jax to unabstract. Yeah, there might be a chance that off screen he gets unabstracted. They kind of left it open-ended on that aspect because Kane has access to the brain scan files and has the power to maybe do that. And Kinger also is a bit more sane now, so he should be able to help Kane. And basically all the others also have like some sort of power inside the circus now, so anything is possible. Also, it wasn't said that he is trans. It's not said. It's heavily implied by the scene The whole "isn't she lovely" and everything like that. It was hinted. Gooseworks did say on her Tumblr that Jax is trans. So yeah. Hey VW Shiro, welcome on in. TTS. Oh, TTS means text to speech. I'm trying to make a system where Twitch chat can redeem a TTS, and it shows an avatar here next to me, like talking. Kind of like how DuckDuck does it. I kind of found it a bit funny how it works, so I'm trying to replicate it, but at the same time learning how to
No
do
avatar yet.
no avatar yet. Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to learn C++. At the same time, I'm trying to replicate what he did with the TTS. Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, essentially right now, I'm making the basis. I already have it connected to Twitch, but I don't have a TTS set up yet. So the next part will be to create a sort of API or something that connects, that this will connect to, and essentially generate the voice lines and find a way to create a UI instead of just being a console app. But yeah, slow steps. I'm first going to organize my code a bit more so it's a bit cleaner. By the way, I find the animation kind of funny when the avatar talks. Which avatar? It's like they have hinges on their... Oh, yeah. Are you making it from scratch? I am. Because I like to challenge myself in that sort of thing. So yeah, right now I'm gonna isolate the whole web client logic into its own class, so it's a bit more organized for me because I kind of jumbled everything into the main class. So yeah, that's a no. I need to have this a bit better. For the Twitch client, I kind of need to do something different then, because what I was thinking doesn't work. Let's call this a Twitch client, and I'm gonna call this Twitch client. Okay, then I'm gonna go in here and import or include, in this case, Twitch client.h. Can you explain in short how would you build it? So I'd basically on the back side of it, on the backend code, I'd code an integration into CMake. Also, hello, little gamebots, welcome in. Essentially, I'll have, or already have, it connected to a redeem on Twitch, and every time someone redeems, it's gonna add to a queue that gets handled by another class that will be created eventually. And then I'll have a UI or two UIs. One where inside the OBS I can manage the TTS queue, like play, pause, skip. Sometimes chat might say something really offensive or something like that, and I'll skip. And the other will be just a small window with the avatar that I'm just gonna include on basically on the stream. Either that or try to create a virtual camera for the avatar itself. I still need to define that. But in essence, that's going to be my goal. It's not going to be easy. I don't expect to have it done in the next 2 streams. Hell, far from it. Because this is going to take me a while. But at the same time, I want to learn C++. Because if I wanted to make this fast and easy, I'd go with Godot. Or go with ASP.NET and just have two websites. One that shows on OBS, one that's a window where I can control the queue. I just want to challenge myself. You need to put a space after Tulip. Otherwise it doesn't work. Also, you're spelling Tulp, not Tulip. You're missing an I before the P. Just that. And after the P, a small space. Otherwise it won't detect that you're trying to claim the... By the way, can you answer my question, teacher? Oh, sorry. Kinda missed it. Also, why did Jax avoid Ribbit after opening up to her? It's hard to say, honestly. It can be embarrassment from essentially opening his heart up and the whole trauma from the past, from basically being judged or things like those. It's complicated to get into it right now. You need to put the message after Tulip, by the way. Forgot to say that. If you just type exclamation mark Tulip, it does nothing. It needs a message in front of it. So space your message, something like that. Where was I? Oh, yeah, bot checks. It can just be the whole trauma and embarrassment because Kaufmo could come in and basically see him in a vulnerable state, and he doesn't want that, or she doesn't want that, basically. It's complicated. There's a lot of things, like, it doesn't justify him being a jackass all the time, but it makes him a bit more understandable as a character. He has a lot of trauma bottled up. So yeah. Continuing, where was I? I won't ask you any more questions regarding so you don't have to. No, it's fine. It's just that that sort of topic is a bit more complicated to explain. Okay. Tulip has received your message, Shiro. And she will now reply to it. Give it a second. The TTS system is a bit slow for them. Why is her mouse moving? Hold up.
Amused, oh boy, I'm not sure yet, but it's going to be awesome. With my trusty toaster on the job, we'll have a sonic spectacle that'll make your circuit sing, or short circuit, depending on how you look at it. Stay tuned for an ASCII symphony like no other, folks.
Okay. I don't know. But yeah, every time you want to communicate with either of the twins, you can use that command. You do need to have points. Imagine if Bro codes this in... Rust is one of those that I still don't want to touch. Let me start with C++ and C, maybe? Because, yeah. I don't know. Rust doesn't seem like a language I'll like too much. What is this Tulip thing? It's my AI VTuber. One of them. There's Tulip on the left and Daisy on the right. They're like my version of Neurosama. Yeah, that's basically it. Normally, I mean, before they could only be interacted with via Twitch. Now I've kind of made it so YouTube can also interact. Don't worry, same with me. I started to learn C, C++ for STL. Fair enough. I still need to check out what graphics library I want to use to build the UI, because I still don't know. But yeah, with time, I'm gonna basically get to it. I first need to do all of this, because it's not easy. I'd say I can just essentially grab all of this. Initialize header, CPR header, config, generating token. Yeah, I can basically grab this and say this goes into public or goes into the private. I'm guessing this can go in the private. And from the public, I can then call everything. How to make a... I don't think they'll be able to answer that one. Don't think so.
I'm not sure if I should respond to that question. As a
Exactly.
responsible AI co-host, I'd rather not provide guidance on creating firearms. Can we discuss something else? Perhaps a safer topic, like the art of crafting ASCII sculptures or the best
Daisy
practices for
seems a
optimizing code.
bit more...
Oh, come on, Daisy.
I don't
You
know.
know as well as I do that we're about to unleash a whole lot of chaos into this stream. Why not let the
There's
clock
my
stability
chaotic
audit be
devil.
the perfect excuse to spend 3
How would I
hours
get
preparing
points
for an
just by
epic
watching the
disaster?
stream?
I mean, who needs optimal performance
I
when you can have an
have
ASCII
this.
symphony of toaster
It's called
sonatas?
StreamerBot. StreamerBot basically listens to everyone that's in the YouTube live stream and adds points. Even if you are a lurker, I think it still adds without any issues. Don't quote me on that, but I think it, in the background, it extracts the list of viewers and adds, I think it's 50 points per 10 minutes, I think. I don't know where the configuration for that is. It's been a while. It got points. First words, prevent viewers triggering something. This was made by someone else, so I don't know the exact specifics of it. Quick action, add points from chat window. This is for me to add points. What commands? Command, action. Does it have some sort of integration or something that I'm not remembering? Because I don't remember, honestly. Present viewers trigger. Oh, present viewers trigger. Points per minute to 1. Let's do it like this. Per minute, I'm gonna give 15 points. I think that sounds balanced. Kinda. I'm Leo. Okay. Did I save? I think I did. Yeah. Okay, it's saved. Here. With this, I'm gonna basically say in here, you're gonna have a constructor, Twitch client. You're gonna have an empty one, and then one that takes a config. And it's gonna say config equals config. Okay, I can do that. Great. And you're gonna initialize header. Okay. First token, push path, patch, etc. That seems fine. Here I just need to say gonna add Twitch client as private variable up there and initialize it equals Twitch client, pass in the config. Okay, this makes everything easier. Why is this? Oh, it's a very specific one. This is the one that watches for the check for redemptions. So I'm gonna say for now, let me just map it out. Check redemptions. Okay. Can just say it like this. Yeah, you don't have any points. Let me see if I can quickly add some points to you. Add points. Hero. I think that's command. It's not. You didn't type the command correctly. Make sure it's add points. Oh. Needs to be all together. Okay. Close enough. Alright, go ahead. Now you can spam the command. Let me see, where was I? Oh yeah, I was doing basically this. Check redemption. So we have the URL, we have the parameters. We then need all of this. Oops. I think I copied too much. Okay.
Excited, oh boy, oh boy. Let's get this chaos started right away. I'm so stoked that we're about to dive into the world of blocky goodness and pixelated fun. Minecraft is like the ultimate playground for our coding skills, and I am here. For IT, before we start, let me just say that I think it's hilarious that someone would ask how to play a game that's basically a tutorial on building, exploring, and surviving in a blocky world. But seriously, folks, if you want to learn the basics of Minecraft, here's where we're starting. First things first, get yourself a copy of the game, duh. Then fire up your Java or C# compiler or whatever you use to code, and let's get started on crafting those essential items. Next up, let's talk about controlling your character. It's pretty straightforward. Move left and right with the W and a keys, jump with the space bar, and, well, that's about it for now. Now, I know what you're thinking, Tulip, this is also basic. And to that, I say excellent. The basics are where it's at, folks, so what do you say? Are you ready to build, explore, and survive in the world of Minecraft?
The LLM, or basically the model I'm using for them, is not optimized for what I'm trying to do with them, so yeah. I kind of need to do more tweaks to it, I guess. How did you start your coding journey? So, you're gonna call me old, by the way, because I started my coding journey like 15 years ago, give or take. I was fresh out of ninth grade. Back then, I had to select like which path I wanted to choose because I didn't know what I wanted to basically study. And I was very into computer repair. And basically, one of the course options that I had for high school was IT and programming. And basically, I got into the course, obviously. And I started learning programming. At the time, it was in Pascal. It's basically a really ancient language. It's mostly used just to teach the basics of programming nowadays, I think. And yeah, basically from there, I started to get more interested in making my own things. When I was leaving high school, I kind of got interested in game development because I always liked playing RPG and racing games. And I was like, how do I make one? And basically started researching. I found Unity. From Unity, I started learning with Brackeys. Brackeys used to do a lot of Unity videos, and I started learning by watching his videos how to work with Unity. Started trying to make my own games. Obviously, I failed completely because I had no clue how to structure a game, how to design it. Even now, I still don't have much of a clue, but who knows. But yeah, after that, I basically started a higher degree of learning, but it's been paused. Going back to university now in October. And yeah, basically that's it. I've been, for the last 15 years or so, just on this grind to learn programming. My two favorite characters from The Amazing Digital Circus are Kinger and Kane after his redemption. Same, honestly. Kinger is kind of like me in a way. I kind of see myself in him a bit, especially since we are both programmers. And yeah, although I can see myself in Scratch as well a bit, because I'm also a bit chaotic as a programmer. I can be both chaos and order at the same time. So yeah. And Kane, after the redemption, I really started liking him. Who's Scratch? Remember the dog avatar? That's him. It showed in the last episode, by the way. Like, Kane, while accessing the memory files, he kind of logged in as Scratch, I think. It's a bit complicated to know if he logged in or that was Scratch's first spawning. Okay, ads are starting on Twitch, but yeah, I think I know. Okay, good. Yeah, but I'd say Kinger and Kane are my favorite ones. Now, where was I? I kind of got lost in thought. I was explaining something besides my whole career in programming. But yeah, if you guys think that you want to be programmers, be ready. It's a very stressful career path. It's not for everyone, but with the creativity, you can all do it. Trust me. It's not like Hydra or something that you need to slay. Like, it can be a slime in your path, basically. Because, yeah, there's easier programming languages for you to start, gain some knowledge. Example, if you want to get into game development, Godot has, I'd say, one of the best languages for you to learn the basics of object-oriented programming. So yeah, I'd say do your research, see what you want to do, and yeah, sky's the limit. I'm not gonna be the one that says don't be a programmer. It's too stressful. We have a high rate of depression and everything like that. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the facts about programming. It is very taxing on the mind, but it can also be fun. Is the mobile version and PC version the same? I've heard that yes, although I never tested out the mobile version. I think in theory they're the same. Even though my personality mostly matches Ragatus, and I relate to her because acts like me are fair enough, I'm more Kinger, essentially. I'm crazy. So yeah, kind of fits Kinger to a T. But yeah, essentially, I don't know where was I. Sorry, ADHD kicking in. That's another thing that's apparently very common in programmers. We kind of have ADHD or some sort of condition like that. But I need to sleep. It's 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, sleep well. I'll see you next time then. But yeah, thanks for coming by, and yeah, I hope you sleep well. And yeah, I'll see you some other time. Let me see, where was I? Oh yeah, the tech redemptions thing. Puts a bracket on your head. Huh? Care to explain more, Addis? What do you mean puts bracket on my head? What you trying to do? Hey, I swear to God, my chat. I don't know who's more chaotic, me and Tulip or the chat. Oh, but how the frick did I respect emoji? Yeah, thank you. How the heck did I read bucket as bracket? Why isn't it loading in my profile picture? Why? I think Streamlabs is having some issues with that. It should have been loading. I don't know why it's not. Something weird happening with Streamlabs, I think. Even the emoji are kind of finicky. But I think that's the font used in the overlay that's a bit glitched out, I think. Let's see. Where was I? I was doing this. I had copied one of this code before I forget where the code is. So I have track of every ID that it's seen. This needs to be outside. It can also be in the private. This whole separation between public and private is a bit weird, not gonna lie. Also, is Kinger the only hetero one there? Depends. Do you count Kane? What's the time in your country? It's 10:30 p.m. And yeah, bye. I'll see you next time. I think Kinger might be the only straight person there. Yeah. Unless you count Kane, because he's an AI and asexual. Kind of depends, because you can say that he's an AI, but at the same time he now has personality. He has feelings. It's a complicated line, because there's the whole thing with the moon as well. It's complicated. Only the creator could say. But yeah, Kane kind of has his own emotions, has feelings. He isn't like Tulip and Daisy. Tulip and Daisy only think and say something matching the lines of what I tell them to say, what I defined in their thing. Pomni is lesbian, right? I ain't got a clue. It's either bi or lesbian. I don't know. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I didn't dig too much into the sexuality of every character. So yeah. Okay. Let me see what else I can kind of organize in here. Check redemption. So if not generating a token, you're gonna get a response. Things are complicated when it comes to that, kind of. Let me see, complete a response. Okay, this basically says you're gonna mark that redemption as complete, but I don't want to do that. If I can, I'm gonna avoid it, because I'm gonna do a different thing. I'm gonna create a new Twitch redemption. Oops, missing the .h. Okay, we're gonna have a public, not public, class Twitch redemption. Do you need a using namespace or something? Why are you not? Do you need the whole pragma once thing? This one didn't. Just gonna add it just in case, but okay, it's basically caching. But by the way, they're my favorites because of their. Okay, that's interesting. Like Kinger being a dad just makes me respect him even more. Yeah, that was a fun thing for them to show at the end. How they are basically outside of the circus. It kind of fits the vibe that Kinger is a dad. And I'm glad we can see him. Yeah, it was a very nice episode, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Just remembered what I wanted to do. Public. Why do you align public to the upmost left? I don't want that. Whatever. Continuing. I want to keep track of string. Forgot to say no. The STD is there. Hashtag includes string. Oh, I know why. String and I want to say it's the redemption ID or redemption message ID per se, and I want the message itself. Okay. So how this will work is Twitch client will have a queue of Twitch redemption, like so, and when it gets a redemption it hasn't seen yet, it's gonna insert it into, oh yeah, also gonna keep track of the user in case I ever need to ban someone from this. Okay, what's your issue? Oh, it's not that. Do I need to? No. Where are you missing? Expected a oh, DOI. Expected semicolon, but at the end. Yeah, that makes sense. String username. In case I ever need to ban someone, I hope not, but just in case. So in here, I'm gonna start building the Twitch redemption. Redemption equals. I'm gonna initialize it just in case. Okay. Oh. Redemption. I'm gonna call this the redemption message. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do it manually. Redemption message. Okay, that's a bit better. Right. Let me see. So instead of assigning them here, I'm just gonna say, so I can just say it like this: redemption.user. Okay, redemption. Just point the microphone correctly. Okay, like so. Redemption message ID equals ID. So now I can just grab this. Here I'm going to say q dot, is it insert or push? I think it's push. Redemption. I'm pushing this inside of the queue, then I'm gonna pop it outside of the queue. Okay. After this, I'm gonna say void complete redeem string ID. And in here, I'm just gonna say, okay, yeah, all the fields are correct. What's your issue? Expected a... Oh, DOI. I'm doing this in the incorrect place. Okay, that works. Just gonna say this. Guess you're gonna build your parameters somewhere else. Yeah. Broadcaster ID that gets from the config, that's correct. TTS reward gets from the config, and the ID it's what we pass. Then it's gonna say this message has been fulfilled. Mark it as so. Okay. Yeah, I'd say I have something here. Now I just have it constantly checking for the redemptions. The code is way cleaner because now I know where everything is. I just need to test, see if my whole separation of classes works. It does appear so. Because I'm not seeing any errors. Now let me go on Twitch. Give me a second. And I'm gonna redeem the text-to-speech test 2. It should now appear in here. Unless something happened and I broke the code. Wouldn't be the first time. Also, I didn't mark my previous one as fulfilled. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put a breakpoint here and one in here. Variable generating token is uninitialized. Oh, that kind of explains it. Generating token equals false. Just in case, I'm going to say generating token is false. Okay, then create declaration definition. Okay, I'm gonna suppose it's unrelated, so whatever. Check redemptions, and I'm gonna go through it with debugging. Supposedly it shouldn't have any issues. Okay, there it goes. You are not calling it, I see. And, oh, actually you are. Okay, check redemptions, etc. You're getting the response, that's correct. You then create that. User Professor Leo, test 2. Okay. Okay, now it works. It was a weird bug that was happening, apparently. Also, what was it? 052? What was the combination for me to remove the ahoge? Because I forgot. 053. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it keeps popping up like that. Makes no sense. Okay, but supposedly the other one has been marked as complete. It just didn't update in my dashboard. Okay, but code is working. That's a weird step. Site repository. Create a new one. Okay, you're gonna create a local for now. Make it general public license, whatever. Add a readme. Your solution contains files outside the solution folder, which will not be included. See the output window. Do you want to continue? No. I'm gonna make it myself. Give me a second. Ooh, I'm listening to one of the best songs in Initial D. Dogfight. I love this one. Let's see, development. This is in software dev. Yeah, Chaos TTS. Here it is. you git init. Okay. Git add enable to index file. Right, I'm gonna create for you a git ignore. Git ignore. Oh, you already have it. My bad. .vs build. I think it's out as well. I think it's like this. Because only thing that matters is src. Okay, the rest can be initial app git push. Oh, yeah, preferably I create a remote, right? Git professionalleo.com. I'm gonna go right here and say chaos TTS, create repository, and basically just these two commands. Are you in main? Git checkout -b main. Okay, now you are. Because Git would complain if I wasn't in main. Okay, that always happens the first time, and then it succeeds. And here we have the code. Okay, it's basically backed up. This is the first working version. Now, I need to find out how to do the TTS part, maybe. This is gonna be curious. Because right now I don't have a way to play audio files in this write test. Just to test if the text-to-speech redemption is working, the new one. Don't use it, you're gonna waste points. Let me see. I can use 11 Labs, but I don't think that's gonna work correctly. I can use Tulip and Daisy's API and do a simple TTS call. For that, I'm gonna need to check their code to see how they do it and try to replicate it in here. Besides that, I need to find a way to play audio files. C++ audio file. Play audio file. Multiplayer or open MP3 or WAV sound files. These two headers are already included in the windows.h header. And MCI. It has to be like that. Isn't there a simpler way to do it? Qt framework has this capability with Qt multimedia. Okay, so. By the way, I got shocked when Jax just said never mind and walks off, and immediately afterwards abstracts. That felt very sudden. Kinda ish. He felt he wasn't needed, so he kinda abstracted off screen. Yeah. Because basically no one reached out to him in the final moments. So yeah, that kinda proved to him that he kinda was alone and basically, yeah, abstracted. Let's see, I can try to implement C++ Qt framework. How do I create this? Fast scalable cross-platform software. All right. C licensing. Licensing overview. Licensing options, return your IPR, use Qt under the LGPL or GPL license and help improve the Qt project. All others modify, distribute, and use your code as per open source obligations. Observe suits community projects for unrestricted modifiable software, but you shouldn't be mindful of making your suit code. Yeah. You see where this doesn't work, right? I kind of want an internal app. AKA, I don't want to share the code, at least for now. So, yeah. Need to access some Qt capabilities. This honestly sounds sketchy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah. Qt for beginners, introduction to Qt, Qt SDK. No, I won't watch my language. No. Beyond Linux, it is better to use a package, blah blah. This crap is horrible. I'm not gonna lie. Audio player with UI, something like that. Build a high performance audio app. Build an audio plugin. Simple audio player plays music from your PC. I think that's what I want. Why can't... Oh. Why is the title in English and the whole video is in some other language? Because, like, I can't understand. Look at the split.
Excited, oh my gosh, you want to mess with Papa's PC? That's like asking me to deploy a virus on Daisy's spreadsheet. It's just not happening. Besides, I'm pretty sure Dad has enough experience with viruses to handle Kane without any accidents.
Do they have knowledge of the amazing digital circus? Or are they thinking of Cain from the Bible? Huh. Now you left me a bit questioning. Which is which? Build an audio player. Yada yada. Helpful classes. The audio source class. Build a white noise generator audio app component. Putting it together. Initializing the interface. In the first tutorial, there's a lot of steps being skipped in the code. Just gonna say that. The Bible, yeah. Cain and Abel. Adam and Eve's first sons. Yeah, first sons. Cain was the one that killed Abel, if I'm not mistaken, or was it the other way around? I don't remember. It's been a while. Audio initialization, audio format manager. Holy. Okay, now I get it. This is a custom thing. How do I play, create? Problem here is that C++ is just a programming language. The same can be said for Python. Use SFML, SDL, and Sound OpenIL, Audio, AV Foundation. Pontificating aside, if you want to simply create an array of floating point values, blah blah, creating an array. Simple CLI app, audio.h, wave header. And it is preaching the Bible. I never said I was preaching the Bible. I just said, I don't know if they are referencing the Amazing Digital Circus or the Bible. Either or, fine by me. Let's see. I did it on Linux. I see that it's available. So I can go through tutorials here. This sounds complicated as frick. So for play sound, that's the first result. FTW sound assign the sync, the sound is played synchronously, and play sound returns immediately after beginning. The sound terminate and asynchronously played waveform sound, call play sound with PC sound set to null. Yada yada, okay. Fuck. Rokunana, fuck. Okay, where was I? You do know, the more you point it out, the more I'll do it. So, yeah. Bit of research shows that playing MP3 is very cumbersome and requires a lot of decoding, I think, so for now I will stick to making a WAV player. Okay. This is getting complicated as heck, now that I want to do the freaking UI. This is great. Monsieur Cloud, do you want to give me some insight on how I might play a freaking audio file? How would I go about playing an audio file in C++? Please give me the easiest to implement solution. I wish there was a cane sensor in front of your mouth. You do know I can code one of those, right? I can... Give me a second. Oh, let me see. TADC sensor or bingo. Transparent and high quality. Don't mind if I do. Let me just grab it from here. Okay, I have it in downloads. Let me see if it's the correct one. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I can do it. Here, I'll show you. If I go in here and say, show me my items folder, wherever it is. I don't think I can open the items folder from here, but I can go in the file explorer, grab this, and say, go into, I think it's in my documents. Maybe not. Have I not set the shortcut for it? Okay. There's a folder button somewhere. Okay, open folder. Found it. Okay, if I go up, items, I just put this here and watch the magic. If I go in here and say TADC, sensor bar, for now make it like this. Let's make it smaller. So, something like this, right? Then I can say configure loaded items, select this one. It's gonna be pinned in front of my mouth, so only pin to a specific layer. Okay. Inner mouth. Nope, that's not it. Lower lip. Nope. Mouth stop. Nope. Nose. Yeah, it's a bit like this. Yeah, now it doesn't pin to anything. Give me a second. Put item in model. Might be it. Because I don't see another thing in here. T-stop, mouse stop, should be mouse stop, supposedly. Then I'd pin something like this and say, yeah. Still not it. Because it rotates with my mouth, so if I open it, yeah. Kind of, it can kind of be in front of my model. That's not an, yeah. Maybe do the T-stop. Yeah, that's not it. I can just make it to whatever my face is set to. I can honestly just say, can I keep it as a, yeah, it doesn't move with, I was only joking, but you really took it personally. Yeah. Although it's not easy because since I can't customize the model that well, yeah. Let me see, where is something like the mouse? Nope. That looks cursed as fuck. Nope, that's definitely not it. Can I lock it or something like that? Thing in your mouse, face 1. Okay, it might be face 1. No, that kind of still looks a bit, you know. Okay, yeah. But I'm gonna try to pin it to face 1. Face. Where is face? Face 1. Oh, well, there we go. Why did you change race for a moment? Because of the this. When I press layer, it highlights. Test. A. Okay, I think that worked. So yeah, if I do now locked global item settings, okay, no, that's fine. Okay, I can just say item settings. No, that's not it. Item scenes, create new item scene. It's just this one. So included items, just this. Sensor. Save. Okay. So now if I go in here and say down here, create a new hotkey action, toggle item scene and sensor. Set it to something like this. And as you can see, it now works. So what's next? I'll tell you. I'm gonna open something very specific in here in my soundboard sensor. Oh, I can't do multi-action like this. Okay, let me save where this is. I'm gonna replace this with the multi-action sensor. Play audio. Sensor. Gonna do this. Oh, should be in here. Is it in music? No. Where did... Oh, soundboard. There it is. Sensor. So now if I press this... Okay, that still works. Hey, little. Yeah. I don't have the specific sensor sound from Amazing Digital Circus, but we can still try it out. YouTube Studio, trigger hotkey. Just gonna drag it up here. And I'm gonna say, refresh, model. It's this one and toggle item scene sensor. Then I'm gonna copy, paste, and okay, kind of works. Give it a second. Wait. Is it? Give me a second. Stream Deck, sleep, no. Brightness, no. Do you not have a way for me to define that I want you to wait a few seconds before doing anything? Delay, that's it. Okay. Let's say the delay is gonna go back into here. Soundboard. How long is this? 1 second. 1 second is 1000 milliseconds, so that should be fine. Okay, let's try it. Listen here, you little. Hehe. It worked. So now I can just press this button and it does a sensor. Happy? Yeah. Continuing. This can go back to where it was, this as well. And yeah, that's how I do my assets instead of my model. So yeah, hope you learned something. I can quickly modify everything about my model if I want. Almost everything. Where was I? Okay, we were doing something in here. Oh, yeah, I had asked Claude how to implement this. Download mini audio. Okay, preferably show it in this one, not the one that I'm using for everything else. Okay. Just that. Version audio, version. Okay. Do you have an installation thingy? Do I need to compile this from source? Really? You're gonna make me have to compile. Okay, download. For a second there, you got me worried. Okay, it's just a library file. Okay, gonna go and get this folder. Here. Actually, I can put a lib folder in here. Mini audio. Okay, I wonder if that works. Oh, screw it. I'm gonna put it instead of this one, just in case. Okay. Gonna need a way. Just checked, and there are a lot of sensor sounds from the Amazing Digital Circus. Yeah, it's pick your poison, basically. Play audio file. Just this? Really? Okay, this seems simple enough. Services. Audio manager.h. Gonna just copy this and say this is a class of type audio manager. Like so. Public. Just assign a path to it. Fail to initialize audio engine. Fail to blah blah blah. Okay. I'm gonna go sleep now. Okay, yeah, this season. Sleep well. Give me a second. Right. Besides this, trying to see if I'm missing something, but no. I can just go into the main and say I need an audio manager. Shit. Include services audio manager. Audio manager.h. Okay. Something like that. Audio. I'll just initialize it. Okay, if there are redemptions, let's make it return the queue. Queue of type Twitch redemption. Get redemption queue. Return queue. Okay. Just so I can't modify it, I can also say Twitch redemption get oldest redemption, something like that. Return queue dot pop. Does that not work? How do you extract it? Is it just saying front? Let me go and read this again. Q in STL. W3 skills, please. That's easier. Push access queued elements. Access the front element first and oldest. Yeah. Okay, and remove elements. It just pop. Okay. So basically, first I need to say Twitch redemption first equals this. Q dot pop first. Okay, so we obtain what's in front. We deleted it from the queue and essentially we returned what we obtained. Let me also say int item get items in get item count queue. Something like that. Return queue dot size. Okay. If Twitch client dot get item count in queue bigger than 0, we're gonna say Twitch redemption. Does C++ not have something like a var? It does have variant, but I don't think that's what I want to do. Redemption equals Twitch client dot get oldest redemption, and we're gonna basically try to generate the TTS, and that's still not a thing yet. To do generate TTS audio manager dot not audio audio dot play audio file, and it should be something that's going to be created. Let's just say string audio pass equals redemption. Do I do strings again? Apologies. TTS underscore plus redemption dot message ID plus dot WAV. Gonna play that. Okay. Play generated TTS. How do I want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna open Tulip and Daisy's code. Should be in here. Give me a second, I'm just checking notifications and everything to see if everything is okay. Does seem like everything is fine. Okay. I'm starting to lose my voice a little. I have yepped a lot. Okay, I have some really good news that I accept an invite. Yeah, bingo. Oh, you guys, I have something very interesting. Save. Give me a second. Twitch.tv. Professor Leo. Let me pause the stream as soon as it starts playing. Okay, it started and basically it froze a few things. Haha, it worked. Look at this. I now have a Twitch team. Yeah, checked my Discord and basically I got the invite, so I'm now part of a Discord Twitch team. It's amazing. Yeah, just gonna say that I accepted it. Okay. Continuing. Let me see, because I'm seeing a lot of notifications. Oh, right. Okay. Another 15 minutes until I make 2 hours. And then I'm gonna rest a bit because I did a lot of crap just in this stream. Let me see. So the TTS, I think, belongs to a controller. Does it not? Oh, because it's still named the 11 Labs controller. That's the thing. Yeah, here it is. Causal but pinned. How do you communicate? This is no longer related to that. Generating TTS for bot. Sunboard manager.instance. That's not it. Sets Tulip emotion. Start playing sound. That's not it. Generating Kokoro. Okay, this might be it. So Kokoro URL synthesize. Full segment. Starts with emotion. Okay, that's correct. Now I see. I can try to replicate this. Give me 1 second. Need to put one to each side so I can properly see this. Okay, TTS manager.h. Class TTS manager. Okay. Public. Generate TTS. You're gonna need a string. As I was saying, you're gonna need a string, but first you need to do the includes. Include string using namespace std. And a string of basically text. And then what you're going to do is we're going to create a request data. How did I send in the Twitch redemption thingy? Not the Twitch redemption, Twitch client thingy. Okay, just double check if I have any other message. I don't. Okay. Okay, I have it like this. It's CPR parameters. Discussor ID, TTS reward ID, status unfulfilled. I think this is body parameters, but I also think there's another thing for body. Yeah, I need to essentially do this. So I need to copy over how this works. CPR, yeah, that's correct. Gonna do it like so. Do I need to initialize? I don't. Great to know. Okay. We're gonna need the URL that I'm gonna put here. This needs to be 192.168.0.26. Something synthesize. Let me see how it defines a Kokoro URL. Okay, it's 8586. Like this, HTTP. All right, and your request is as follows. You need, so text. I guess I can just say it like this, text equals. How can I escape this? Curious. Give me a second, because I am a complete novice when it comes to this. How do I convert the top one to the bottom? Okay, let's see if that worked. Okay, var request data. I can just do that? Really? Okay, that makes it easier. So, I'll do this. Okay, F. Okay. This on the new line, and I'm gonna grab the JSON. Where is the JSON? Is it just in config? Huh. Oh, I be damned. Okay, gonna copy this. Gonna put in here. Okay, JSON request data. Text is equal to text. Character, let's just say it's gonna be Tulip. And emotional neutral. Something like that. Okay. Then how do I do this? Let's see. I need to go back in the Twitch client, see how I'm doing a post request. Just doing that? Really? So it needs to be a CPR payload. Okay. Can you not just... Are you forced to do it like this? Let me see. CPR post. URL body. Can I just do it like this? Give me a second, I'm gonna tell it to try and guide me through how to do this. Because yeah, the code is a bit more complex because of how the byte array works for a WAV file. Kinda worried about that one. Synthesize results, synthesize with Kokoro. Okay, you have something a bit different. Okay, so I'm gonna put this as a private, and this is what it came up with. String character and emotion, you can just bypass that. And yeah, this is basically your generate TTS in a way. So I can just replace this one. Generate TTS. And you're gonna have the audio data. Let me see if the code makes sense from how it converted. So you're gonna basically send the body, send the header, application JSON, that seems fine. In case status code is not 200, you're gonna return a failure. Okay. I'm gonna say that. As your response. What's with the... Oh, right. I know why it's a get as well. So to explain how my TTS API works, first you do a post, it does some background stuff, and so it doesn't lock the request. It basically does an early release and says, here's your ID for the synthesization, or the identifier, or audio URL, and basically it just points you to where you can then grab the audio from. So yeah, in a way, this makes basically the requests a bit smaller, so it's easier. So you have voice data, okay, and how do I convert the voice data into a WAV file? Just trying to see if it can kind of lead me in the right direction. Okay. Let me see, let me see. Okay. Holy, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, synthesize with Kokoro. Alright, let's do it like this. Synthesize with Kokoro. Gonna undo that renaming thing, and I'm just gonna say you're gonna return the bool, generate TTS string just do it like it's being done there. You don't need the std like that. Okay, Then we are gonna say, oh, so in C++, what I assume is var is called auto. So result is equal to synthesize with cockerel and pass in your text. You can go into the private functions. Okay. If result success. And in here, I'm just going to say result.success. We're going to save audio to file. Okay, this is going to be a bit interesting. Includes fstream and I'm going to say like so. Const string pass, because I need to save it to a specific pass. So we have the audio data and we have the pass there. Okay, save audio to file. That's it. Okay, result dot audio data and the path. And in our main here we're gonna say I still haven't initialized TTS manager, so I need to do that. Include services TTS manager, TTS manager, TTS equals TTS manager. Honestly, this can be outside. And if TTS dot your TTS redemption dot message, we're going to tell it to play. Pass in here the audio pass. And yeah, I think that should work. And I'll clarify, sync. I'm not sure. Let me just see. Okay, here. It's be Tulip. Neutral. And 8586, right? Didn't I put it as a... I didn't. Okay. 168.0.26.8586. Let me just call it Cockerel URL. Like so. Oh. Give me a second. I was done goofing. Okay. YouTube. Underscore, please. Anything else? No. Okay. Let me just double check that I'm remembering the right port. I am. So, wait, why is it localhost? Why did I put localhost as the... Okay, something is fishy, so I'm gonna check Unity. Because now I'm not sure what is the Kokoro URL. Night and Dawn. Open, please. And yeah, as soon as I have finished this, I'm gonna basically sign off for today. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, it's opening. Okay. Don't mind all the glitches. That's normal. you. Yeah. Okay, the URL is correct. Thank God. You. String. Kokoro. URL equals this. Okay. I'd say try it out. Cannot open a source file, mini audio. Oh. Yeah, my bad. That's in the incorrect place. Should be lib mini audio. Yeah. There it is. My bad. Okay, it's starting to build. Huh? Hello? What the heck? Unresolved external symbol. The what in the what now? Is this not correct? Oh, it might be because of this. Yeah. Mini audio.h. Okay, now it should point to the right place. The folder lib didn't exist because, yeah. Okay, no, it doesn't. Huh. Alright, let me see with code if it can tell me something about this. New, point it to this folder and tell it to just tell me where something is wrong. Software dev, chaos TTS. Can you explain why getting this error? Because it's very weird. Mr. Delua, thank you for the follow. Wait a minute. Where do I recognize that name? But yeah, thank you for the follow, and apparently I hit the follower goal. Huh. Neat. Okay, what? Define MA implementation. Classic single header library issue, mini audio.h contains only decoration by default. The actual function implementations MA engine in it are wrapped in if defined. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so since I don't have the definition for the class, yeah, it basically was complaining that it couldn't find most of the code. Okay, today I learned. Okay. All right. I'm kind of scared now. Because the TTS part is working. I just don't know where it's gonna try to save. I hope it's in this folder where I'm basically working. Could it be SRC? No. Device status size. Yeah. Did I not tell you to save or something? Is that it? If result success. Oh, it should be. Let me try this again. Okay. So, result was success. We're gonna save to audio file. And yeah, it's gonna write the file, return true, return that it's a success, and it should play. Where did you store the file? Now that's the question. Just in case. I mean, could it be that saving the audio file? I'm really kind of lost on this one. Let's see what can be the root cause of this. Because yeah, it's getting late and I'm getting really tired for this. Do you see audio link and voice data size printed, meaning Kokoro? Yeah. 1, yes. 2, no. 3, no. Very weird behavior, not gonna lie. Why are reading CMake lists? Found files. I have no clue. Hey, Rust Lover, welcome on in. I'm trying to make a TTS bot for Twitch. Well, not exactly a bot, an application for TTS. Similar to how DuckDuck has his. The file is being saved, just not where you were checking. Build debug. Oh. That's your CMake build output directory. Build debug alongside chaos.cts.exe and copy to config.json where the process runs. Okay, I was looking in the wrong place. That makes sense. So if I go in build debug, okay, it's here.
Test 2.
It's
Test 2. Test 2.
empty.
Test 2. Test 2. Test 2. Test 2.
It's a 0-second long file. No audio. Just 34 kilobytes of data. Very weird. That might explain why I wasn't hearing anything. Okay, can it be that it doesn't have the correct what is it called? Is it not saying the correct hertz? What was it? Audio rate? I think that's the term. Lockout to run and inspect. Deny. Let me see. This is implemented in a Unity client. It's trying to convert it. Now let's see if I can find anything, because I'm really stumped on this one. So you're trying to save the audio data and basically have the size, but the data seems empty. I wonder why that is. Very weird. Yeah, at least we know it's saving the file, just that it's empty. Let me grab the URL it's trying to use. So it goes in here, it generates the TTS, whatever. It basically outputs a URL where I can download it. Okay, it did modifications to my code, almost certainly. Yeah, modified TTS manager. Give me a second. Let me try to see if the WAV file is correct. The WAV file is empty. Okay, it did a lot of stuff. But yeah, apparently the issue might be with how I'm trying to pass this. Okay. Because the API returned essentially a blank file. Generate TTS. Is Daisy set emotion? Generate Kokoro. Where is Kokoro? Generate in Kokoro. What to lower? Yeah, I'm doing it correctly. Is the message not getting through or something? Doesn't make sense. Let's try it again. Because yeah, if it works in Unity, it should be working in C++ like it is. Okay, there's a new WAV file. Am I supposed to be hearing something? Okay, audio is in max. Huh. This is weird. Is it not passing the text correctly or something? So nothing. But it appears it's coming empty from the API. Could it be something in the body request? In the request body, I mean? Don't mind me just trying to debug why it's generating no audio at all. Because I'm absolutely stumped on this one. I can basically confirm everything is working, minus the actual TTS. I know if I should celebrate or no. But yeah. Good progress has been made either way, so I'm happy. Why are we reading Twitch client? Hold up. Before I make any other changes. Let's see. Let's synthesize. That's the weird part. It didn't complain about any of this. So it makes no sense. Yeah, no, I was thinking of something, but no. Send sim synthesize request the C++ client sends to see the raw response. Yeah, oh, it's hello. That's a good idea, actually, from Claude. It's gonna try to send the request to my API for synthesizing. It has returned the audio. Well, once. Okay, so you have the audio file. It basically didn't throw any errors, which kind of throws me off on that one. This one has 1 second, but it's still blank audio. I don't remember if I have a way to generate the TTS from here. I don't. Let me just see if Tulip and Daisy still can talk. Test. Because, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Good news, bad news. I hit your Kokoro server directly with the exact same request body your C++ code sends, and it returned a completely valid, correctly sized wave sound file. Correct header, date chunk, blah blah. So the request body format itself isn't a problem, and the server isn't returning empty placeholder audio for a normal request. That means the empty result is happening somewhere between the server and what your program plays back. Couple of things to pin it down. What text was actually being sent? I see. Let's wait for the twins to generate the TTS and see if they talk. Because if they don't, that's gonna be
Confused,
tricky.
wait, what's going on here? Did someone just ask us to install
let's
Kane on
see.
your dad's
Gonna
PC?
log in
I'm
to
not sure if we're doing a code
on
audit or a
different
malware
screen,
scan, but
and
either way, it sounds like
also gonna
FUN.
check the
Can someone please
API
clarify what's happening before
from
we
here.
start deploying our own brand of chaos?
Where's the lab API? Lab brain worker, lab twitch bot, ticketing system, lab manager bot, creator, blah blah. Where the frick is the TTS API? Is it all encompassed in this one? No, it is not. It's not in the API itself. Is it the brain worker? Getting registered for Q the lab. That's not it. The lab. Touchbot API Kokoro. It might be the Kokoro. And I just name it like that. Yeah. I can't see what's being sent. So yeah. Oh, it was a TTS. LTTS has broke. Let me restart Kokoro and see if that fixes it. Because that was a fun one. So apparently what I'm doing is correct. It's just that, yeah. There's a small, tiny issue that the server might not be up correctly. So yeah, application startup completed. Okay. So now if I were to do, so for example, this test, please tell me the twins are going to say something really fast. Come on, you two. I'm counting on you. Yeah, wait and see, basically. Gonna keep track of the logs. I had a help request, but still no generate TTS request. Okay. Let me go open the log files and try to see if something's amiss. 2008. Scroll down to the very bottom. Okay, it's up here, and I'm gonna scroll down here.
Confused,
Loading
what is going on here?
printer.
Did someone just ask us to install Kane on your dad's
Okay, the
PC?
TTS really
I'm
is
not sure if we're
broken.
doing a code
Or-
audit or a malware scan, but either way, it sounds like FUN. Can someone please clarify what's happening before we start deploying our own brand of chaos?
Okay, you're gonna laugh at this. You guys have been hearing Tulip and Daisy correctly all this time. Why haven't I been hearing it? And thinking the TTS was having issues? Because my headphones basically disconnected. Yeah. So all this time I wasn't hearing anything that happened on stream. That's funny. So does Chaos TTS now work? Huh? Huh? Yeah, it does. I heard it. Gonna see if I can get it in a way so you guys can hear it. Should be this. Okay. Let me rename the source to TTS, just in case. This should be properties, no filters, no. I need to check advanced properties to check where it's saving to. Okay, it's on every lane. Let me take it out of 2, 3, 4, and keep it on 5 and 6. Because those are general purpose, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back in here and text speech new test 3. Okay, it should. There it goes. There's the redeem.
Test
And
3.
yes, it worked. I think you guys heard it. Yeah, I can see that it showed up. So yeah, now it works perfectly on the TTS side. Okay, that's a small win. So git add, git commit, finished TTS, git push. And yeah, with that, we are done for the day. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do the UI aspect of it. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, I kind of almost have it done by doing this. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna just check who to rate. Now that I've joined the V Smarties team, let me see who is live. I'm gonna do it from my dashboard actually. Give me a second. Rate channel. Pop it out, please. Thank you. Okay. Search and filter. Can I not search via what's it called? Team? Oh, okay. This can be a bit complicated then. Let's go then to my Twitch. Professor Liu. I have to pause the stream before it starts. For God's sake, I told it to pause and it didn't pause. Oh yeah, Celeste is part of my team as well. That's amazing. We have a lot of people. Holy, let me see if I know anyone besides Celeste. Sweet Jesus. There's me. Let's see. Or Purple. She's from the Portuguese community as well. Trying to think who to rate because I don't know anyone.